Okay, we're on Yevamot, Perek Dalid, Mishnah Gimel. We're going to talk about today the idea of the ketubah, the money in the ketubah. And it gets a little bit complicated, so I made you a little chart. The chart is a little bit more than little, okay? But in order to understand the ketubah, we have to understand that there are three, actually, it's really fascinating and progressive. There are three types of money that, don't get overwhelmed by this chart, okay, get a little overwhelmed. There are three types of money that are included when we say the ketubah. Okay, I'll show you, this is the text of a ketubah. Actually, I work for Tzohar very proudly, and this is the classic Tzohar text. So I just want, this is the details, what the day, okay, whatever, okay, we're here in this place, and then we put the names, we say this person married this, is going to marry this woman, okay, please be my wife, and now we get to the interesting thing, okay? Ve'avina liche will give you mohar reicha, your mohar kesef zuzeh. How much do I have to give you as a ketubah, as the guarantee? Okay, according to the Torah, it's like matayim, 200 zuz. Okay, that you get. Okay, and etc. And also, I'm going to give you other money. And she agreed. Okay, then, okay, v'kibel alav v'chatam nedunya. And there's also what's called the nedunya. See this word nedunya? He gets the nedunya that with tosefet midilei that he adds on. How much is the nedunya? That nedunya, nowadays, we don't really say how much it is, but in Israel, you have a certain amount. In Israel, you'll say, let's say 180,000 shekel. That is the 200 zuz plus the nedunya. So let's go back to our chart. The money of the ketubah is the kesef that the baal, the husband, has to pay her if he dies. And we say that that's a gzeira of Chazal. It's a gzeira, it's a din that Chazal made in order to guarantee the future that a Baal shouldn't divorce his wife to Stam, that he has to pay her a certain amount if he dies or if they get divorced. The nedunya is what she brings in. That's called, according to Chazal, nichsei tzon barzel, iron sheep money. Okay? That's the money that she brings in. And the halacha of this money is, haba mishtamesh b'hem, the Baal can use them, aval chayav ba'achrayutam. He has to return them if they get divorced. Go back to the original ketubah. So that's why we say the total amount of the ketubah, the nedunya, and the tosefet, meaning how much does he have to pay you, is this total amount. The nedunya and the tosefet, the extra amount. So meaning he says, I'll pay you the ketubah, the nedunya you bring in, and the extra that I want to give you, the total amount is how much the Baal would have to pay. So you have the ketubah, that's like the payment if they get divorced. The nedunya that she brings in. And then there's also a third amount, a third schum, I would say a third category of money called nichsei melug. Melug is like wine, melug. I don't know what's called nichsei melug. Somebody will tell me, you'll email me and tell me. Okay? And that's money that belongs to the woman, okay? That either she inherits it or she brings money. It's like a separate little bank account that she has for herself. She uses the money, and the halacha is that during the course of the marriage, it's her money. The Baal is ochel peirot me'akesef. If she earns money, that's his money. But the nichsei melug is her money. We don't have this concept in the modern ketubah. We don't see nichsei melug. Okay, but it's interesting that if her father said, listen, I want her to have money on the side, I want her to be able to run a little business, I want her to do whatever she wants, that's considered nichsei melug. And it's called, so in our Mishnah, the ketubah is called ketubah. The nichsei tzon barzel is called nichasim, and nichsei melug is called nichasim and nichnesim v'yotziim iman. Money that comes and goes with her. I mean, it's her money. He gets to benefit from the profit, but that's her money. So now our Mishnah, this is all obvious from the point of our Mishnah. These columns are all obvious. Our Mishnah is really interested in, I'll just make it a different question, because this is our Mishnah. Our Mishnah is interested in these questions. What happens? So this we know from Ketubot. Well, we'll learn it in Masechet Ketubot. But what happens if she's to the Shomeret Yabam? What happens for the Ketubah? What happens for the Nichsei Tzon Barzel? So the answer to what happens in Ketubah and Tzon Barzel when she's a Shomeret Yabam, i.e. her husband died, and now what happens to that money when she's going to marry her husband's brother? Okay, so what happens in that case? And then what happens if she dies? That's the Shomeret Yabam Shemeita. That's the subject of our Mishnah. It's a long introduction, but I think important to understand this Mishnah. Shomeret Yabam. So now she's a Shomeret Yabam. Her husband died, and she's waiting to marry her brother, which makes sense because there's an intermediate 3-month period. We have to make sure she's not pregnant. Shenaflu la nechasim. And then her father died. And she gets a Yerusha. So she inherits this money. Okay, what happens to that money? Modim Beit Shammai uBeit Hillel shemocheret venotenet vekayam. Both Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel agree that she can sell things. She can sell if she gets property. She can give it away. Vekayam, and what she does is kayam. It's established. I.e., okay. Let's go back to the chart. So Shomeret Yabam. She got, these are nichasim. These are called nichsei melug. Okay? So therefore, we say a kesef shela, or in the language of the Mishnah, mocheret venotenet vekayam. That's it. It's hers. Okay? That's the case that the Mishnah describes. Her nichsei melug. Okay? That's her money, and if she's Shomeret Yabam, she can do whatever she wants before she gets married. Okay? But Meita, next case. So by the way, the Mishnah doesn't discuss, our Mishnah does not discuss what happens with the ketubah. I should really, this chart is not really, our Mishnah doesn't discuss what happens with the ketubah and what happens with the nichsei tzon barzel. Our Mishnah doesn't discuss it. Our Mishnah is just this box. What happens to the ketubah and the nichsei tzon barzel is pretty obvious when we learn a Mishnah Dalit. So now the Mishnah turns to the next case. What happens if she dies? Shomeret Yabam shemeta. Meita, if she dies, Maya asu b'ktubata. What happens to her ketubah? U'b'nechasim hanichnesim v'yotzim ima. What happens to the money of the ketubah? I.e., if she doesn't die, we just pass on this money. We'll see in the next Mishnah, we pass it on to the next husband. But if she dies, who gets? Meaning she was. Let's do our original. Let's go back to our original case of our classic case of Yibum. Okay, just a classic case of Yibum. Here we go. It's just easier to make a new chart. So we have. Let's move me to the side here so we see ourselves. So Reuven is married to Leah. Regular case of Yibum. No crazy cases. Regular case of Yibum. Reuven is married to Leah, and tragically, as we know, Reuven kicks the bucket. Okay, Reuven dies. Okay, so Leah is now a Shomeret Yabam. She's Shomeret Yabam to Shimon until he decides to do Yibum. Leah is Shomeret Yabam to Shimon. I know that's my Ma'amar color. I'll make it purple. She's Shomeret Yabam to Shimon. Everything's fine. Okay? So now, in this time, if she inherits money, it's her money. Okay? But now what happens? She inherits money, or she has two kinds of money. She inherits money, and she also has ketubah money coming to her. Okay? So now in this case, let's make this color, we'll make it a different color. Oops. That didn't work. Here we go. She has the ketubah. She has her own money. We'll call this her own money. This is the nichsei melug, okay? And she also has her ketubah coming to her and the nichsei tzon barzel. She has the two kinds of money. And now, poor Leah, tragically, also dies. This is a standard case, but she dies. Who gets this money? So that's a machloke, meaning Shimon, does he inherit her? Is he her husband? She has zikuk li yibum. So does he have some kind of right to the money? Does Reuven's family have some kind of right to the money? Or on the other hand, remember, she inherited this money from her father. So does her father say, listen, I'm still alive, I inherit her. I'm direct inheritance to her. That's what our Mishnah is going to talk about. Says the Mishnah, Meita, mayasu biktubata, ubenechasim hanichnesim v'yotzim ima. What do you do with the ketubah and the nechasim hayotzim v'nichasim ima? Beit Shammai omrim, yachloku yorshei habal, you split it, okay? The ketubah, it has some zika, okay? Let's say Reuven now has inheritance. She was married to him. So therefore, since she was her husband, so part of the money belongs to him or his inheritors. So Beit Shammai says his inheritors split the ketubah and the nechasim v'yotzim ima and the nedunya, as we called it, the nechasim v'yotzim ima, the nichsei melug. Oh, so remember, that money is part his and part hers. So Beit Shammai says, yachloku. Okay? Beit Shammai, here the ketubah. Beit Shammai, okay, in this case, says, yachloku. That's in this case. And in this case also, Beit Shammai says, yachloku. The nechasim hanichnesim v'yotzim ima. On the Beit Hillel omrim, Beit Hillel says, no, there's three types. Nechasim bechezkatam. Nechasim, remember, bechezkatam. The nechasim here is the nichsei tzon barzel, is bechezkatam. Look at the Bartenura for a second. Nechasim bechezkatam. The nechasim b'tzon barzel is bechezkatam. Who? V'lo pirshu Beit Hillel I b'cheskat yarshei ha'isha. Does that mean that it's hers? Or shayu nechasim shela I b'cheskat yarshei habal she'achrayutam alav. He doesn't say which one. So Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel says. So it's like unclear what Beit Hillel meant. Okay, the Beit Hillel says nechasim b'chezkatam. The money is b'chezkatam. They're just in their chazakah. Belongs to who they belong to. And so the Bartenura says we end up saying split it. Okay, that's nechasim b'chezkatam. Okay, ketubah b'chezkat yorshei haba'al. The ketubah he never paid, so the yorshei haba'al get it. Nechasim and nechasim yotzim ima nechsei melug b'chezkat yorshei ha'av. So let's go back to our case. The Beit Shammai says yachloku. Beit Hillel says in this case the ketubah is b'chezkat yorshei haba'al. Since they never paid it to her, since they were supposed to, in this case, remember the yorshei haba'al, that money, the money of the ketubah, it was really his, and he had to pay her if he died. But it went to their inheritors because she was supposed to be miyabem. So therefore it goes to them. Whereas the nichsei melug, it was really hers, and he only got to use it. Okay, and that's what Beit Shammai says. That goes back to his family inheritance. And so Beit Hillel says in this case, b'chezkat yorshei ha'av. Okay, what about nichsei tzon barzel? In the case of nichsei tzon barzel, in the case what would Beit Shammai say? I don't know. I'm way over time. You'll have to email me and think about it. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Halman. If you're just confused, it's very confusing, very complicated. You could just go back and try to compare this chart, okay, as best as you can. Try to compare this chart to the Mishnah, to the text in the Mishnah. I'll make it smaller so you can do that and compare it to the text in the Mishnah itself. There we go. Have a great day.